Greetings.
Hello.
Okay.
On second thought, I'll just be having your characters meet since it's better than like um pre whatever the words are.
Having us met before. I think that's
Well, I mean, we
well,
all.
no, you guys wouldn't have had the chance to meet before.
Blah.
Ugh. I apologize if I'm a little sniffly.
Okay. Okay. So wait, we gotta change all Palo. What's your new character's name?
I'm going with Sprout.
What?
I'm going with Sprout.
Okay. So then who is coming from Hoshizora?
Sprout.
Uh,
Well, no, everyone but my character.
Gale.
Okay. You all were sent on a sorry, 1 minute. Each of you were selected by the Queen of Hoshizora in light of skills that she believed, in light of skills that you possessed, believing you would be more than capable for a mission that was of particular importance to her. Upon having met, she informed you of an island where she had sent a party to collect ecological data. She informed you that this party had not returned for quite a while, and it was growing not only concerning, but deeply inconvenient, as the data in question was something that she very much needed from them. So she sent each of you to a ship, each of you with a ship, captain, and crew of about 20, to go after this particular island, warning you that while everything that she knew of the natives were that they were not overtly hostile, that it would be better if they did not do too much to it would be better if they did not do anything overt to upset said natives. Sorry,
Is
I'm
that
still sorry, I'm
it's okay.
still looking up what I named your captain.
I just wasn't sure if you wanted us to react to that in character or not.
No, I will tell you when to react, or when
Cool.
I'm done with the opening.
While you're looking up stuff up, should we sound off our characters?
Not yet.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to reload Foundry because it was doing a wonky for a minute.
Foundry always be doing a wonky.
I'll adjust. Okay. All right, now I have found what I was looking for. So, as you were sailing towards the island, you were, um, as you were as you were about to leave to sail to the island, you were introduced to a captain who's referred to as Captain Watts, as well as the two people most responsible for running the crew, Navigator Lavina and First Mate Tyrion. Watts was a highly decorated kitsune, according to Reina. Tyrion, a hunter, and Lavina, an inventor. She said that they would be essential for exploration in case anything had happened to her previous expedition party, and reassured you that you were going in way better armed than the prior. Eventually, after about a month of sailing, you arrive safely um, safely at a beach. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble reading this off. I am so sorry.
It's
It's
one of those
okay.
days.
I
We'll
just
get there.
keep yawning.
Sleepy.
Very easy. So, um, Watts walks up to you to inform you alongside Tyrion. Wait, did I forget their species? I did not. Okay. Um, Tyrion is a dragonborn with who, unlike some of the others, seems to have dragonfly-like wings and yellow scales. Both of them walk up to you to inform you. We will be setting up camp. It's going to take a few hours to make sure that everything is arranged properly. So, we need you to scout out the jungle and confirm that there are no particular threats. Ideally, we have arrived in secret, but if there are others aware of our presence, this is important for us to know. This would be said by Tyrion.
Got it, boss.
Of course. We'll see what we can find.
I thought we were here to contact the natives. What's with all the discretion?
We have no way of knowing how relations with the natives might have developed, Watts would say. It is entirely possible that our previous crew had upset them and been slain. We need to be cautious of this possibility, even if it is not particularly likely. Thus, we should act with discretion until we have more information.
You want to
Alright.
scout out a camp spot or just scout the general area?
I wouldn't worry about a camping site. We'll have one ready, and we'll leave someone at the ship to take you to said site once, when you return in a few hours.
So just general area. Got it.
It would be preferable that we have some sort of defensible position in the worst case scenario, Tyrion explains. After all, the natives may not be hostile towards us, but it also doesn't mean are likely not hostile towards us, but it doesn't mean that there are not other threats in the jungle.
I guess I'll keep an eye out for more favorable terrain.
I've yet to find a shore to land on that didn't have some sort of beastie wanting to eat you.
Yes, well, when it comes down to it, there are two possibilities. Either the natives were the ones who are the reason why our party has not come back, or it is some other force in the jungle. There are all sorts of dangerous, poisonous creatures. Tyrion would then volunteer up, Sir, it's venomous. Poisonous is the thing that you eat, is when you eat them.
There's probably
This just
poisonous
gives him a
things in there
dirty
too.
look.
If it's brightly colored and you eat it and you die, it's poisonous. If it's brightly colored and it bites you and you die, it's venomous.
Well, usually the venomous things aren't brightly colored. They don't want to be seen. We're getting off track.
Either way,
With that, Um, who is going to lead the expedition when it comes to survival? There will be a point for your characters to converse a bit more soon.
Sprout steps forward unless anybody else shoves them aside.
Unfortunately, I don't have survival, so nope.
There is
I'm
one person
trained.
in the party matched with you for survival. It's not me.
I'm trained, but I'm probably not as good as Sprout.
Sprout is master. I'll take that as a Sprout is taking the lead.
So it would seem.
All right,
Well,
I will
you always were the best
roll
at this.
survival. A lot of my characters have had really good survival.
Jethro says in character to Sprout.
Yeah, pal, that's kind of suspicious if you think about it. Why are your characters so good at survival?
Because I level them up on purpose.
It's a good skill to have.
So it's
Hard to argue with this
conspiracy.
assessment.
In response to Jethro, Sprout kind of smiles awkwardly. $29. Off we go into the woods.
Okay, and each of you roll perception.
My favorite.
Secret.
Oh,
Oh, secret.
farts.
What?
You gotta say secret. Oh shit, I deleted the wrong fucking. God damn it. I'm about to
Just
start
one.
rolling everything in secret.
Technically, this is a valid route of attack.
Yeah, because we can just reveal it if it wasn't supposed to be secret.
I'm just gonna start rolling everything as secret now.
There's a setting to default to secret roles.
Well, I guess that means I can't see if I want to use a hero point or not. Ugh.
Like I said, non-secret ones we can reveal.
I mean, you can
Yeah,
always
Paolo,
say
I
if
bet you want to be revealed, don't you?
No.
Oh,
you could just say
scandalous.
if I failed that, I use a hero point,
Hmm.
and then the GM can re-roll it if needed.
Okay, so Sprout would be aware as he is leading the search party through the jungle that somewhere in the trees that happen to be 5 times any of your sizes, and probably 6 for some of you, or more.
I mean, most of the party is 2 to 3 times bigger than me, so I'm only
Yeah.
2 foot tall.
Small.
Oh, yeah, 15 times your size. Sprout would hear the rustling of leaves, signaling when it comes from up above so consistently that someone is following you.
If I may, if I'm alerted to this,
Oh, can I just point out, unless stated otherwise, my character is like flying at like head level for a medium creature.
You are so little.
I
You're
have a
so
fly
little
speed and I'm tiny, so
So what do you do with that information?
Uh, is Sunny with me?
Yes.
I'm going to lean over to Sunny and whisper,
Is someone following us?
Sunny would dawn. A very, very strange gesture for a feral fox.
You think they're trouble?
Sunny seems to think on this before they whisper the following to Sprout. But everyone else would just hear yips and yaps and barks.
Everything all right?
um, Sprout will purposefully try to quietly say,
Someone's tailing us.
Ah, good to know. I told you that we should be going east. And then he'll lean in and whisper, he wants me to go try and ascertain their position.
They're right above us, a kitsune like me.
Want me to fly up and see if I can't intercept them?
We don't want to antagonize.
I have no intention of antagonizing, simply letting them know that we know. Unless we don't want that.
I don't want you separated from the rest of us in case it turns bad. Maybe we just turn around and state our business.
Acceptable. I'm ready whenever you are.
Alright, Sprout clears their throat, stops in place, and turns around.
We mean no trouble. If you wish to converse, please join us on the ground.
tracking us through the trees, eh? Interesting strategy for a kitsune.
Jethro doesn't say anything, but he's just gonna try and scan the tree lines for the creature.
Sprout stands awkwardly in the silence.
Um, there would actually be a response in Fey saying, "You lot look like adventurers. From what I know, all adventurers are trouble."
Does anyone speak Fey? Two people speak Fey. I was going to translate.
Jethro will respond in the same language. I actually don't know what he'll say. Sorry, give me a sec. Adventurers we sorry. He will respond. Adventurers we are, but we mean no harm.
Sprout also responds in Fey.
That's a language I haven't heard in a while.
Uh, uh, they would they would respond. Well, you're clad in druidic garments. I figured you would know that language.
Are they still speaking in Fey?
Yes.
Okay.
Jethro raises his eyebrow at this.
We're here peacefully, I promise you this.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, at least as peaceable as you can be in a place like this. You'll probably die before you can cause any trouble, being that you're outsiders. Although you might survive being a druid.
A fair assessment.
Could
Do
you
you
translate
wish-
for us?
They're asking us if we mean trouble.
No.
Well, yes, that's what I said. And that's also what Jethro said.
Well, forgive me, I don't speak. I do not know your language, so I can't
Fae.
say it. Oh, the Fae. Great.
Unfortunately, they're ignoring me.
Don't give them your name. I'm not going to get it back.
Why are you following us?
There's a delay, and then suddenly, right in front of Sprouts, a very green-looking kitsune infield drops down.
Does Sprout need to roll to not flinch?
If you want to.
Sprout doesn't flinch, or if you want me to roll for that reaction, I will.
Like I said, up to you.
You're a 10th level adventurer. Someone appearing in front of you is probably normal at this point.
I'm guessing that's a reflex save?
Probably a will save.
Okay. Nothing.
The fuck am I wearing?
Swallow Spike?
So give me one moment. So this is currently work in progress artwork. There will be some differences by next session, but I'll show the artwork nevertheless. Although, as a note, only Jethro and Sprout can see the wings.
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
Hot but sus.
This
Very
is normal.
Right?
Oh.
I
Ah.
suppose. She then switches to common and says, I suppose I'll entertain you since you did manage to hear me despite all of my training to be able to hide in this kind of terrain. Although, she then grabs one of Sprout's hands and lifts it up, looking under the sleeve. You do seem a little bit like me. Suppose that makes you a bit more interesting then.
I've had to develop a sharp ear. I'm sure you know why.
Admittedly, I don't. You're an outsider.
Hmm.
You're a
Greetings,
sneaky one,
Sprout.
aren't you? He
What's that?
flutters up. Sneaky one, aren't you? He flutters up and examines the newcomer.
If you want
They
to,
flutter.
if you want to traverse the wilds here safely, you have to learn how to be at least a little stealthy.
That could prove problematic. For me, anyways. I'll try not to burden the rest of you. A pleasure to
Well-
make your acquaintance, madam. May
Well,
I have
as-
your name?
She'll say, for now, you can. Sorry. 1 second.
I hit him with the fade trap.
Oh,
Oh no. I know how to do that, but she's not going to give her real name to start, so I want to think on that real quick.
He's not a fae. He has no idea if it's gonna work. He just figured it was worth a try.
Right?
Gale just rolls their eyes. Just because someone speaks Fae doesn't mean that they are Fae. It's actually a quite common language among certain species.
You
Yeah, of
shouldn't
course.
play Fae games with the Fae anyway. You're never going to win that.
Besides, you've known me for at least a month. I haven't stolen your name yet.
She'll just say, for now, you can call me Lily.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Lily. My comrades know me as Captain Goobane. We hope we can remain on friendly terms.
Fantastic name.
My name's Gale. He offers a tiny claw to shake.
She'll grab. She'll actually just end up grabbing Gale's entire forearm for the shake, and then hold them up closer to her face and say, "You need to watch the plants around here. You are very snack sized."
Not the first thing that's tried to eat me.
I
You'd be
think
surprised how many fish think I'm food.
you are about food sized for tuna.
Indeed.
I see you're amenable to handshakes. Is that how you typically greet people, or do you have your own custom?
Well, where I come from, it's usually like this. She then offers what would be a traditional Japanese bow as a greeting. The fist on palm type.
Can Jethro attempt to mimic it?
Sure.
Or reciprocate it, I guess?
Well, it is the same type of greeting that the party would know from Hoshizora.
Oh, okay. So he probably wouldn't need to attempt anything. He could just reciprocate it.
Yeah.
In which case he does so.
Sprout will do it at the same time that Jethro does.
Goobane would have done so already, I believe.
Are you from here?
Indeed.
Perhaps we just have the same greeting then.
Well, it is said that the Kitsune came from a distant land, so perhaps you come from either a nearby land or the same one.
It's likely. There is a Kitsune kingdom where I live as well. Well, where most of us live. I don't think any of us are actually not from Hoshizora.
So, what brings you out in the jungle? Looking for trouble or just taking a stroll?
Well, admittedly, gathering, hunting, I suppose you could call it taking a stroll.
I hope we didn't scare any of your prey off.
No. I assure
Anything-
you, if you had scared off prey, you would not have heard me over their sounds.
Well, we're out here scouting the area for danger. Anything out here we should know about other than the carnivorous plants?
Well, there's also trees that have explosive fruit. Those are bad.
Sorry, they explode.
Indeed.
Sprout pulls out a notebook and starts writing this down.
And as well, they have a bunch of spikes, and if you poke yourself on one of those spikes, you will be in extreme agony for a while. And also, the app is acidic and will kill you.
Are any of them nearby?
There's a few around. Just watch for spiky trees.
Will do. Thanks for the warning.
And I see that glint in your eye. Before you try examining them, we should finish up our scouting and report back.
Hmm. You know me too well.
If I may ask, Lily, what people do you come from? You mentioned Kitsune, correct?
Correct.
What other groups are upon this island, if I may ask?
There's 3 tribes, but I admittedly am not exactly inclined to give much more than that.
Of course, I understand. You want to ensure we're trustworthy. Smart.
Is there any way we can assist you?
Admittedly, sometime down the road, perhaps, if you prove to be interesting and capable enough. But for the time being, given that you are unfamiliar with these lands, I would say that, well, I'm the only one who has anything to offer right now.
Well, thank you for the information and any of your assistance.
Well, for now, we probably should be getting back to our camp. One of our missions was to make nice with the natives, so if you'd like to come back with us, we'd be happy to give you some hospitality at least.
Are you the only ones at the camp?
No.
No, we have a crew.
I'll give it some thought.
Oops.
Care for a game of cards?
I don't think the middle of a hostile jungle is a good place to play around a gin rummy.
Seeker says in Fey, glancing around at everybody else and assuming that they do not understand it.
I must say your plumage is beautiful and fascinating. I've never seen any of our kind that look like you.
She actually grins at that, and then she'll say, well, given that I was born here, I was a bit more touched by this environment compared to wherever you're from.
Gail, not privy to this conversation, but having a similar line of thought, says, I don't think I've ever seen a green fox before. Is that like common around here, or is that just a you thing?
Oh my god, Gail, you can't just ask people why they're green.
Mostly me thing. I'm very, very attuned to plant life.
Interesting. I'm more of a sea creature myself, but
I could tell.
says the tiny dragon that looks like a cross between a dragon, a catfish, and an electric eel.
It's cool. Okay. Ow.
Well, luckily for you, there are many bodies of water around here for you to swim in. Granted, you need to watch the color of the water. Depending on the time of day or the season, it could be poisonous.
Any specific colors I need to watch out for?
Blue and green is probably the most dangerous color to see.
The water itself turns poisonous?
Well, it's the poisonous plants within the water, or rather algae.
Yeah,
Scribbling this down in notebook.
I know at least of several species of algae that can cause poisonous water. I'm sure you've heard of red tide.
Certainly.
I hope you don't mind me taking notes. This is pretty much the main reason I'm here.
Well, currently you're my favorite, so I don't mind.
It smiles.
Be fair, most tide is white and blue, and you're not supposed to eat them.
Most what is? Oh,
Tide pods.
Indeed, the pod incident was
don't you
rather
say shit about
unfortunate.
my eyes. Don't you say a goddamn fucking thing about my goddamn eyes. Don't you fucking say it.
What would I
We
say
lost
about
several
your
youngins to the
eyes?
pod incident.
I lost them at the time. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. Don't say shit. Shut up.
Okay,
Anyway.
spare
Yeah,
you a little bit.
Most sailors know not to eat any seafood that's been in red tides.
What, the seas turn red or something?
It's a species of algae that's red, and when it's consumed by sea creatures, they become quite toxic to eat.
Ah, like my ex-wife.
You are an interesting person.
I'm known to tell jokes from time to time.
Whoa, that looks gnarly. I googled red tide.
Yeah. That is a real thing.
Well, that just looks like rust.
If I may
Alright,
inquire,
anyway.
what kind of wildlife lives with you upon this island?
Pretty much anything you could imagine you'd find in a jungle or rainforest.
I see. Large cats, angry reptiles. No offense. What am I saying? A reptile myself.
Yes,
Likely
you
some
might want
monkey.
to. You might want to be careful about angry reptiles. Actually, most of them are quite docile comparatively.
Interesting.
Most
Margin
wildlife, as
snacks.
long as you don't bother them, won't bother you. Now, magical wildlife is a completely different beast. Pardon the pun.
What's the wildlife in this area that we should look out for? The main ones, really.
Well, like I said, it's about the same as any jungle or rainforest you could imagine.
From what I heard before we went on this adventure, that this was quite the unusual island, meaning I'm afraid our imagination might not be big enough.
Ah, I see.
Oh, I'm sure we'll come into contact with them sooner or later.
Let's try not to tempt fate. At least try.
Indeed, as something I'm curious about.
Well, essentially, if it's a snake with a diamond head, don't piss it off. If it is a frog and it is brightly colored, don't eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is a fish and it glows, also don't eat it.
When you say a diamond head, do you mean it has a literal diamond in its head, or is it merely shaped like such?
Shaped like such, Viper family.
I see.
Snakes that aren't venomous typically have an oval-shaped head.
You learn new things every day.
And
The Viper.
speaking of dangerous wildlife, one of our concerns coming here was that a recent party we sent to explore the area suddenly went missing. We're uncertain of their fate at this moment. and I don't know if you've seen any other outsiders here.
No, admittedly, you're the first ones I've seen.
May I make
Ever?
an insight check?
Sure.
I'll do one as well.
I trust this person.
My thoughts here is, did they even make it?
Well,
The sea's a
so
dangerous place.
for both of you who rolled, you would be absolutely certain that she is being
One
honest.
second, my phone's ringing.
Oh, good to know. Have you heard any word on the grapevine, perhaps? Or are you not at liberty to say?
She shrugs and says, trees haven't made too much of a fuss recently, so I don't know.
Recently? Have they made a fuss in the past about outsiders?
About outsiders? No. Made a fuss? Yes.
The trees where I'm from love to gossip.
Oh, I promise you it's the same here.
Of course the trees
I
like to
mean-
gossip. They're stuck in place. They have nothing else to do.
Exactly.
Well, although admittedly, I can hardly fathom the idea of a place that isn't like this, but the trees here, well, actually, I guess what is it like where you come from?
The trees are certainly not quite this big.
Oh, well, that sounds rather disappointing.
This place is amazing. I kind of wish there were more trees like this back on Hoshizora. I wouldn't call the trees small necessarily, but compared to these ones, they're dwarfed.
Cities are more common where we are. Larger than tribes. Some larger than Lakeland's entire island.
Now that sounds way more interesting.
Indeed.
Although, at that size, you're probably talking about a mother tree.
Other tree. Unfortunately, I've never heard of such a.
Well, they're trees that were among the first trees to inhabit an area, or at the least the oldest living. So large that it's essentially become the mother of a jungle or forest.
Area?
What was that?
Did you say an area or an area?
Oh, an area.
Okay, got it.
Perhaps we can visit one of these mother trees. Perhaps at a later time, though.
Now, you would have to do way more to get trust.
Yes.
Of course, of course. We would not want to impose ourselves upon your peoples.
It's not simply about imposing on my peoples. Such trees are so interconnected that essentially only, even among the natives here, only the most trusted and guardians of nature are even allowed to be within, I don't know, 100 yards of one.
I see. Apologies for my ignorance.
Considering you don't get visitors often, I wonder what you're defending these trees from.
Every
Oh, yeah.
society has their bad eggs.
Pretty much.
Considering these trees sound extremely vital to the health of the rainforest, just from anything that might harm it. It's important to keep such a keystone component of the ecosystem unharmed.
Is your entire island full of jungles, or is there other biomes, as I believe they are called?
No, this entire place is jungle from one beach to the other.
Interesting. Would you like to join us as we continue to scout around?
Well, I suppose the question is, what are you scouting for?
Currently, threats to our campsite, as well as a better campsite in case, well, we run into some bad apples.
If you find a clearing and none of the plants around it are particularly thorny, I'd say that's the best you've got. As far as monitoring for threats, I suppose I am willing to keep the perimeter for you, but as for joining you at camp, that might be a different question. Realistically, I'm only even talking to you because of the druid.
Of course, of course. It would not have you do anything you do not wish to do.
In Fae, Jethro just says, "I'm heartbroken."
She crosses her arms and says, and then says in Fae, while you can speak the language, you also have a giant gun strapped to your back. That doesn't really bode well.
Okay,
Big gun.
well, because I have lay discretionary ring, which
Oh, I see.
means it is invisible unless somebody else
Oh.
unless somebody else actively seeks it or I draw it.
Okay, well, never mind. Then probably, what does your armor and stuff look like?
Um, m- Mostly just like a leather jacket with wool inserts.
Okay. She'll just say, I tend to like people who I know ahead of time are particularly interested in nature, given that I am inherently tied to it.
Guilty as charged.
Well, I hope you don't
But
mind me learning more about the landscape around us. It's pretty much been my main goal in life to try to create a balance between civilized folk and the wilderness. Back in Hoshizora, that's a little bit of a contention point.
A harmony between civilization and nature. They aren't already?
It's a mixed bag.
Hmm.
Some people think that nature is nothing more than to be exploited or defended against. I don't think they realize just how much we rely on the natural world around us. As a sailor, I know we need to take care of the sea, or the sea won't take care of us.
Well, this jungle is much the same as the sea in the way that you speak of it, mostly in the sense that if you tried to clear out an area instead of working within clearings, well, the jungle does tend to bite back, quite literally.
As it should.
In that case, if I may ask, what are your abodes made of then, if the trees are seemingly off limits?
Oh, it's mostly about wanton destruction, but it's pretty easy to create wood if you get a bunch of if you use dead or if you use freshly dead trees, or if you are using branches that have fallen as well, bamboo tends to work very well if you need wood.
Ah, I see. What gods do you worship here? I would not want to say anything or do anything to potentially upset them, and as an outsider, I have no knowledge.
Well, I'm less familiar with one of the tribe's gods. I can tell you two of them worship. One second. One of them worships Daikitsu and the other Nalanavati.
Do those names ring a bell?
Well, you'll have to roll religion.
What were the names again?
Daikitsu and Nalanavati.
I am not trained in religion.
Get fucked.
I don't remember Daikitsu.
Gubane does recognize those. 1 second.
My religion ain't shit.
I am also gonna roll because why not?
Hashtag yellow. Sorry, I need to double check some things here real quick, just so I type this out correctly.
No worries, I did kind of just
No, you're fine.
give
Because
your lore
right,
handed over.
right.
While they're typing that out, Gale just muses aloud. You know, it's possible that the other crew didn't even make it over here. The sea's kind of dangerous. They could have gotten sunk or waylaid or.
Actually, 1 second. A 5-minute break has been requested, so 1
All
sec.
right.
Okay.
Breathing. So anyone else play under their sessions or something?
Anybody else what?
Anyone else play any other sessions of Pathfinder or D&D or any other tabletop lately?
Um, I've got an in-person one that happens once a month coming up this Saturday.
Damn,
Nice.
once a month. You better hope it doesn't get canceled.
No, we plan it out. We make sure it doesn't get canceled usually.
Yeah, fair. If it's once a month, you can probably make reservations.
Yeah. We make a whole thing of it. We bring in food. It's pretty much the entire day. Fun stuff. I play Giovanni, who is a Raven Aarakocra, who is essentially in the Italian bird mafia. This takes place in the 1990s, by the way.
I just anytime I think of Giovanni, I just think of the voice acting for Ultra Kill.
I haven't heard that one. I just really liked the name Giovanni, and
He
I
does,
didn't know what I was supposed to do with him at first, and then he ended up being in the Bird Mafia, and now it's perfect.
I just played game of Fabula Ultima yesterday. Very
Nice.
fun. I got sold out by a party member to the noble I was trying to lie to, and I am not happy with
Oh,
them.
that's what you were talking about.
Yeah,
That's
so we went to
evil.
a factory to get a MacGuffin for the noble because he was being a prick.
Mhm.
And we got it after I nearly got eaten by a demon. Don't worry, the demon was
Oh,
nice.
lovely.
And then, well, because I was basically lying to the noble because he was rude to us, like, hey, the factory isn't working. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I think something else because I did not trust the noble. And then the other guy who was trying to smooth them up after telling them about another MacGuffin we learned about while there. It's like, and our friend here has ulterior motives, and they didn't mean to say it like that, but they did.
Good.
I was very lucky there that the noble did not just have me killed.
Jeez.
I will remember this betrayal, this treason.
The
Let's say,
Sims.
what's gonna happen when you play with that person next?
I'll sell them out. Sell them out.
The Sims decrease in social reputations and all.
Clippy will remember this. Like in Dispatch.
Hello.
Greetings.
Oh.
Yep, it could be a symbol like that. It could be like the red arrows in Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay. As you talk, time begins to slowly pass, and before you know it, you are an hour and a half in and need to make it back to the ship.
Oh, what about the religion checks?
Oh, for what?
The so Gubin rolled a 30 for Daikitsu and Alanabati.
Oh, that would be two. You have to do two religion rolls, and which one? Tell me which one is which. So is the first one for Daikitsu or Dalinavati?
Yes. I'll roll the second one. I did not know that I needed to.
I know
Come on.
which one is the first one for? And then
Uh,
the second one will be for the other.
Navanti.
Okay.
And here's the second one.
Esther Kitsu is worshipped throughout, is one of the more common deities worshipped throughout Hoshizora. You are very aware of the fox god, who is worshipped for their ability to bless the harvest, and is said to frequently walk among their followers in disguise. You're aware that Nalanavati is often, shall we say, shipped with them. She is a goddess of poisons, self-improvement, and uh, of the study of magic. This is what you know.
Good to know.
So, please tell me all of you are focused on this game because none of you have responded to what I said.
So we're going back to camp. Sorry, I
Yeah.
wasn't sure.
Yes,
If
if
we
you
were-
don't go, if
I
you don't
didn't.
go right now, you'll be late.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're going
yeah.
back to camp. I just didn't want to interrupt the religion checks segment.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was anything else needed.
Off we go.
To the
Or
camp.
aren't you forgetting someone? Are you taking them or not? Are you telling them? Or not?
Um. Oh yeah, I guess it's a matter of telling her.
I thought we were being forced to break sequence, but Secret. Fuck everything. Sprout turns. Shut up. Sprout turns to Lily and says, "Shut up.
It was lovely to meet you. But it seems that night is falling and we ought to be heading back to camp before dark.
I feel like Seeker could give at least a few more compliments.
Secret would be
appears-
saying all sorts of weird fucking shit. Don't even go there.
Night
Secret's a
appears to be
weirdo.
falling, Miss Lily. If you do not feel safe out here, you're more than welcome at our camp. No strings attached. Otherwise, I'd be willing to escort you back to wherever you feel safest.
She just chuckles a bit and she says, "Don't worry, I am very used to being out in the wilds here."
Of course.
Safe travels back to your home.
If you ever require assistance, you'll know where to find us.
I suppose so. You do leave quite the trail.
I think we'll have to work on that.
I don't know if you can, if I'm being honest.
Most of you lovers are about as sneaky as a dead fish on land.
You are a bright blue lizard-looking thing. I don't think you want
Okay.
to talk.
Okay, rude. I didn't do anything.
I'm talking to tiny flying guy.
My name is
Specify.
Gale.
Specify. Gail is challenged in the size department. No offense.
I'm a
I'm sorry,
dragonette.
Gale.
This is as big as we get.
My attempt to poke fun failed.
It is?
I've never gotten any complaints from the ladies or men that I've called on.
Alright, go off.
Let's return to camp. Inform them that, as of now, there's nothing in the area.
Thank you, Lily. Good night.
Indeed. Good night. And then, with a quick leap, she hops back up into the trees with barely a rustle of the leaves behind her.
Roll perception.
All of us.
No, just the one who's going to be in the trees.
Oh.
Oh, me?
Oh,
Oh,
well, it's a good
Hey,
thing that I don't. I mean, what are you
Paolo's
talking about?
Paolo opens his eyes.
No, I didn't do it.
You blink and they're gone. Where did they go?
Gail, I'm sorry. I'm very bad with names.
It's fine.
I'm going to write the name down in my notes.
It's not like we didn't spend like a week on a boat together.
Sprout would also get the name correct. I'm just fucking dumb.
It's fine.
Everybody give me your names right now except for Jethro because I know Jethro.
Captain Goobane.
Have we learned their first name, or have they just referred to themselves as Captain Goobane this entire time?
Why do you assume their first name isn't Captain? Jeez.
Fair. Fair.
Get with the times.
He has not told anyone his first name.
Okay.
No one. For all you
I'm
know, it
Sure
could
he
actually be
has, it's
Captain.
I'm
It
sorry
could
for
be
my
an L
Freudian
si-
slip.
Now I'm wondering if he is actually a captain or not.
You don't know, it could be an L situation where his name is actually just L.
Guh.
Here's our friend Stutters, but perhaps we should reintroduce ourselves.
Do you want to re-roll that perception check? Also, you get
yes.
you get a hero point if you don't.
Uh,
I think I'll reroll. God.
just
Ouch.
FYI, Gale is a he/they gender fluid.
Um,
I feel
You see
bad about
smoke-
not getting the name right. I'm sorry.
It's
You
fine.
see smoke rising from a nearby point towards the edge of the island, but you don't hear anything. It's only clear to you because because you're nearly above the tree line.
okay. Well, she will move over that way to investigate. And while she's doing that, 1 second. Okay. So she will be doing using terrain stalker to try to move at least somewhat stealthily in that direction.
Sprout, are you ready to misguide the party?
Definitely. Okay. This is the opposite of misguiding.
Well, you managed to quickly make your way towards where you thought the ship was. However, there's less a ship there and more a pile of burning wreckage that is vaguely ship-shaped.
That's not good.
Well, I'm
Although
sorry.
the ship
General-
is most certainly not ship-shaped. It is a ship-shaped pile of
Is there anybody around?
you would see Lavina clutching tightly a dragon robot that is half her size, seemingly despondent.
Sprout rushes over and kneels beside.
I'm going to quickly fly into the air about 20 feet, see if I can see what did this.
Gale will follow them up into the air.
Both of you roll perception.
Go forth,
Would
tiny
this
flying
be
thing.
against something that's hidden?
This would be a hidden roll.
Okay.
I'm assuming you get a bonus to find hidden things
Yeah.
or people. Yeah, okay.
Goobane gets a hero point, and they cannot help but stare in awe at how incredibly beautiful the sea is right now. So gorgeous.
Critical failure. Understood. In that instance,
Gale, on the other hand, well, Gale sees. Well, Gale sees a giant hole through the ship's deck. Fuck, nautical terms, right?
Yeah. That's a bloody big hole in the ship. Wonder what caused that.
yes, it was something that came out to sea. Obviously, we're followed.
Yeah, but usually something that causes a hole that big would be visible to us. Gale looks around some more.
Could have left. Might have been another
Livy-
warship.
Lavina would turn to Sprout. The ship that Gale Vaughn and I worked so hard on. It's just incinerated.
Is Gale okay? Are you okay?
We are not okay. Though we are unscathed.
You are not physically injured then.
What happened?
What?
Well, I was heading to the ship and there was this massive crashing sound and it exploded from the inside. We made the ship to be incredibly fire resistant, but it didn't matter. I don't know what could have done this.
May I make a occultism check?
If you want, sure.
It sounds like it's
or
magic
no,
of some
primal.
kind.
The check would be primal.
I don't have
nature.
primal as I
Nature.
don't have nature as a skill. Crap. Hey, would plane
Can
of
I make
fire
that
be a
check?
substitutable skill?
Would what be?
Plane of fire be a substitutable skill for this?
Sure.
My apologies, I didn't hear you. Did you say sure?
Can Gale also make a nature roll to see if if he could figure out what caused this from looking at the ship?
Sorry, say it again.
Can Gale make a nature roll to see if he can figure out what caused this based on looking at the ship?
Yeah, that would work.
Right. Ooh.
No, you have no idea. Neither of you. Though I suppose Gooping would understand that the kind of that it takes quite an adept mage to cast something, to cast fire that rips through fire-resistant material.
Seems someone wants to keep us here. I think we know what happened to the last expedition.
Well, the thing is, we don't know if this was from the locals or if this was from the inside.
I'm not sure. Is there any
Well,
way we
not
could
the.
have been followed?
It's
This
kind of hard
happened
to.
before we.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
This happened before we got here. Ships
I know,
don't
I don't. My
burn down in a
apologies.
minute.
Allow me to rephrase. Is there any way our ship was followed on its way here?
Unless they had a way to turn an entire ship invisible, it's pretty hard to follow someone on the open sea without being noticed.
And we didn't really have any fog as far as I remember.
Hmm.
So this was done by someone from this island or someone within our crew.
We'll have to sort this out once we get to camp. There's nothing more we can do here for now.
Yeah. Well, it's not the first cursed mission I've been on. Survived those. Probably survived this.
I would like to cast See the Unseen. And
I've
see
got to admit,
sorry.
you guys kind of are fucked if you guys don't have anyone who's like fire resistant who might be able to investigate. Just a thought.
I mean, I could eat fire, but
Sprout
Right.
stares at the fire and then slowly turns and stares at Sunny.
I wanted to cast See the Unseen and then cast the fly spell, see if I could fly up and see if I could take another look at it, since I can actually see if they'd be see the invisible people now. Wanting to know if they're still in the area or yeah.
Sunny seems enthused, and what are you doing?
I was casting See the Unseen as an innate spell, and then casting Fly and flying up to investigate.
Eat fire is gonna be really so you're just continually casting that?
I guess I would be essentially like, yeah, once I'm in the ship after checking around
Okay.
as I
Are
investigate.
you fired? Oh, I see.
Are you sure you don't want... Would you be taking damage from the fire?
I have resistance 5 to it, depending on how much fire damage there would be.
Fire
I would
damage
say it is a pretty intense inferno.
Also, your resistance current cantrip level is actually at 10.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think resistance 5 is gonna cut it, but 10 might.
Yeah, I was assuming I would have to make a fortitude check or while investigating. That's my assumption.
Would resistance 10 cut it?
I don't know.
You would still be taking damage in what is basically an inferno. Also, I would warn against things like structural collapse, which is a non-fire related issue. Also, breathing is another factor.
Jethro had asked Lavina, is there anyone still left on the ship?
No, everyone got off the ship, and I was just left here to watch it.
Breathing
They're all
would not
setting
be
up
an
camp.
issue.
Breathing would not be an issue because I see.
I came prepared.
Do I have anything that's helpful? No, I have things that would exacerbate the problem.
That was what I was thinking. I was like,
How could Sunny exacerbate the problem? Oh,
No, me, not Sunny.
I know. It's a shit post, mostly a little.
No, it's a ship post.
It's a shit post.
Yeah.
Sunny, are you sure you would be okay in there? There's probably falling lumber. Falling lumber? Lumber. Fuck. Falling lumber and such.
By gods, they're falling in limber. How long would you say it would take to investigate?
Sunny seems fairly confident in their ability to survive, is all I'll say.
I have seen you do some absolutely batshit insane things, so I'm not shocked.
In question. How long would it take for me to be investigating? Would it take like a minute or longer?
Let me. Well, the ship is big, so it's going to be longer than a minute. Like you should expect that it could take from 30 minutes to an hour.
What if I cast haste on myself?
If 2 people were to go, would that cut it down to maybe 15 to 30 minutes?
Well, Sunny's gonna go in.
Sunny could just survive in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was only asking because I had this spell as a emergency backup. But its duration is a minute, so
Yeah, I wouldn't say haste would do very much. I would say that so I was already calculating with Sunny, but like I would say that 2 people and Sunny would probably be about 15 to 30 minutes, depending on rolls.
I do not think I have anything to help me enter fire safely.
Jethro will volunteer to help
I will
investigate, that is.
I shall assist.
I should take a spell that lets me turn into an elemental.
So what does Jethro have to help them with the inside of a burning ship?
So Jethro has resistance 5 because of his fire robe. He has breath control to help him hold his breath longer and have resistance against inhaled threats. And he does also have... No, that's about it.
Okay.
I
That's
can
what I
offer
can
you a bottled air.
I will make you do 2 fortitude rolls then.
Okay.
Best I can do is make water bombs, but that's not going to help much with an entire ship burning down.
Oh, I also had breath control. Alright. I assume both of us do the 2 fortitudes?
No, you're wearing an ever air mask, and that would be the point of the fortitude.
Okay.
Okay, so could I use my breath control bonus for this save?
Yeah.
Would the bottled air help him or no?
No. He's gonna need his hands to move things on the ship.
Okay, I thought I could like have it in his mouth. Fair enough.
Okay, so I guess I'll use my grit and tenacity for the first roll. And then I'll just use breath control for the second, since the other one has a cooldown.
Just as a random thought, what would happen if I cast Pressure Zone on the ship?
What is the? Do you link the spell?
Basically drops air pressure a lot.
If you're trying to create a vacuum, that probably wouldn't be enough because fire already significantly drops air pressure.
I see. I just wondered if I suck all the air out, I suck all the oxygen out, fire no burn good.
No. I would say that would require way too much of an area, even if
Okay.
it's a big
I
ship.
wasn't necessarily gonna do it. I was just like, what would happen if I did that?
Damn,
that
you
even work?
fucking science nerd.
Science is cool,
You
actually.
could make me roll a third fortitude save if you really wanted to.
You have rally. Don't
I
worry. You
don't-
have. I give you rallying anthem, and I will heal you if you get damaged.
Well, we'll see about damage soon.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
When you enter the ship, it is burning and death, but not dead people death, just the other kind of death all around you. And Sunny would run off for 5 minutes as you search the ship before
Oh, come on.
they begin barking very, very loudly, seeming to want to get your attention.
Jethro will follow the noise of the barking, come over to investigate.
What is it, Sonny? We found something.
There seems to be a very large chest that none of you recognize. It also does not seem to have any of the symbols that you would expect if it was brought here from Hoshizora.
Okay.
It is large and will take the two of you to lift it. And also, you will need a way out to carry it out.
Do you mean like a way out of the room, or just the ship, more like?
Out of the ship if you wanted to bring it with you.
I might have an idea. And if that idea doesn't work,
That is gonna do some damage to you guys. If
well,
you're
I mean, I
willing
figured
to.
we could get far enough away from it.
The ship is structurally compromised, and you were thinking of setting off an explosion in it.
Why are you exploding the ship?
To make a hole in it, because we
Wait.
need a way out.
The ship's already broken one way or the other.
It's not like the ship's gonna get any better. I mean, if it is, they didn't tell us.
Yeah, but you're in the ship.
Okay, so presumably we came in through an area that was too small for us to like actually pull the chest out of, right?
There. So yeah, you came in through the, or rather, you came in through the ceiling, which is where that hole was made.
Okay.
It seems like the chest. It seems possible that the chest might have fallen and created the hole and slid into this room.
Okay, and the
Ah.
hole
You're
is the
not
only
sure.
way out.
Well, guess what?
Yes.
Congratulations, my good friend. You get to fly. We're both flying. As I cast it twice, once on myself, once on Jethro, so we can fly out with it.
I believe I can fly, but that doesn't make me succeed. It's also very heavy.
Well, I'm willing
You
to
would
do a
have to
start.
drag it.
Would that be athletics then?
Yeah.
Do I have anything for athletics? Let me check.
Well, so
I will say you
also,
won't be able to lift it if you're flying.
I thought that we could,
Um,
like, both of us fly up with it. Like, one end on the
Nope.
other.
No.
Never mind then.
Is it locked?
It does not seem to open, but you do not see a lock. Though also, examining it more closely would take a bit of time.
Break it.
Would Jethro's lifting belt help in this instance?
s-
Oh, I see. Lift. Give me a minute.
Shove it into a pocket space.
I'm just wondering why fly would not work.
Because the chest seems to be supernatural, almost supernaturally heavy.
Okay.
I mean, if it seems impervious to fire, we could always just come back later. We have a party member who seems to be quite seaworthy.
I'm also the size of a house cat. If this thing is supernaturally heavy, there's no way I'm dragging this thing across the ocean floor.
Well, you can go look at it and possibly break into it. My mind is fixed on break into chest, not bring chest out.
Presumably, whatever is inside the chest might also be just as heavy. Just as a word of advice.
Hmm.
And it may not be as fire resistant as the chest itself.
But
okay, so would using the assisted lift with the lifting belt help Jethro like carry it, or?
Sorry. All right. I was looking up something. Give me a moment.
Oh,
Problem.
wait, I have an idea. Rally point. I go outside, I set a area, and then I quickly go back into the ship, grab hold of the chest, and then teleport out with it.
You're gonna be able to do that quickly enough.
I can cast haste on myself as well to be even faster if needed.
Sorry, I'm doing calculations on how much stuff weighs
Mm.
to confirm. What's Jethro's strength modifier?
+4.
Okay.
He's a
You would
beefy
be
boy.
able to carry it, but you will need someone else who is capable of helping you because it is also large. Like it is a big object.
Can
I'm
Sunny help?
willing.
It is bigger than you, that is to say.
I am willing to help, but I also had the idea of rally point if that would work.
Rally.
Go outside, cast the spell, go back in, grab the chest, and then teleport outside with the chest.
1 minute.
No worries.
You would have to be capable of fully holding the chest by yourself.
Yeah.
Ah, darn it. I'm willing to give a strength save or check.
I would say,
Um,
though, you do have reason to believe that the ship is structurally compromised enough that you could blow a hole in it. You just will take damage from that. Just to be clear.
So, Jethro does have 45 feet of rope on him, and I know we're currently in a burning ship, so it might not work, but he's gonna take some of the rope out, cut some of it, and then attempt to tie it to one of the handlebars, or like grips if the chest has them.
I have a solution as well. Any length rope.
You want to know what I call a rope on an inferno ship? A
Not a rope.
fuse.
Oh no.
Anyways,
You know what? Is that what you'd like to try?
Yes.
For some reason, the fire does not actually end up touching the rope, even when the rope actually swings beneath your flying body into the flames. It's almost as if they ignore the rope. You managed to haul the chest out, though.
Okay, so
And
once
here I thought I
they
was going to get to blow something up.
So I think once they get it out, Jethro will then continue trying to carry it back. And then I don't know how far the ship is from the shore. Like how much swimming he'll have to do.
Um. Well, how long are you able to fly for? That's the real question.
5 minutes based on the spell.
I would say that's enough time to get back to shore.
Okay.
As soon as Gale sees him flying out holding a heavy thing on a rope, he will come and try to help. He may be tiny, but he does have a strength score +2.
I have a one of
Um,
+5 friend.
I guess Jethro will just, yeah, for whatever time it takes him to get back, he'll just kind of set it where there's like a decently sized clearing, but still close by to where everybody else is camped up.
Think this is what caused it.
After getting back, Jethro will just start kind of coughing and hacking for a bit.
Oh,
Gale immediately starts trying to open the chest. Can I roll like a thievery check to try to pop the lock?
What the fuck is that thing?
You cannot
Chest.
find a lock.
It's a treasure chest of some kind. Although I don't see any obvious way to open it. Is there
Yeah,
some check I can roll to see if I can figure out how it opens?
Though it looks like a treasure chest, from what you can see, there is no mechanism through which the top would split from the bottom, opening in the normal way that a treasure chest would.
Hmm. Um,
So, when looking at it, are there not even like hinges or anything that are visible?
Correct. But
Jethro,
otherwise, it is completely treasure chest shaped.
Is there a scene?
No.
The fuck? What's it made of?
It looks like it's made of oak wood.
Did you guys seriously haul a barrel out here?
Well, it
It's
seemed
clearly-
like it was the cause of the fire, almost.
hmm.
whatever it wasn't on the ship. Not before.
Sunny just growls at it.
And it's making our preternatural companion angry.
Smell anything weird on it, Sonny?
Seti, yips, yes. That's such a funny way to say that.
Yips, yes.
I guess I'll politely knock on it. Hello? Anyone in there?
Gale says open sesame.
It does not respond to either of these things for some reason. For some reason.
It was worth a shot.
Do I
Is there
have
any-
a sharp object?
May I
Is-
examine the chest with occultism?
Also, pause for 1 minute. I need to, or pause for 3 minutes. I will be right back. I'm having a minute.
Okay.
Nope, you're good.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, we need to blow up the chest.
I can make doses of gunpowder.
I mean, I was probably going to try and look at it via
You might
occultism.
destroy what is in the chest as well.
Yeah,
I
I
know,
have
I
done
was-
that in a previous campaign, so let's not do that.
I have a crowbar. If I could find a seam of any kind, like even between
No
the
seam.
wood, I could probably.
No seams.
Well, I mean, if it's made out of wood, it's made out of wooden boards. There's got to be some crack between those, even if there's not like a normal like hinge.
Anybody got an axe?
I can give somebody my armory bracelet and they can attune to it and make an axe.
Or you could just make the axe.
I don't have enough investment, my friend. I'm maxed
Well,
out.
And we,
investing takes like an hour, doesn't it?
yeah,
to-
we don't really have the time for that.
Yeah, you have to have the item on you for 24 hours before you can attempt to invest in an item.
Oh god, I did not realize that. My bad. I thought it was like an action to invest.
No.
You don't even have a portfolio.
I actually do have a
God damn it.
portfolio. It's all a meme coin and it's going down gradually. My economics are ruined. The economy is in shambles.
Okay, so it depends on the item. So one or more interact actions, usually the same amount of time it takes to don the item. Some items require additional time to be invested in. The investiture lasts until you remove the item. You can invest in no more than 10 items per day. If you remove an invested item, it loses its investiture, but the item still counts against your daily limit.
Actually, anyone good at lock pick? Oh, well, there's no lock pick. Never mind.
Well, I'm a master of thievery, so that was my first thought. I'm like, I'll just pop the lock, but there's no lock. Is there any check I can do to examine the chest to see if there's a way to open it?
Don't think they're quite back yet.
Yeah. I'm also gonna ask about what Lavina and Gil can do about it.
If you want to roll religion.
Me or
You
Gale?
didn't have to tell me twice.
Any of you who want to know.
Shit, I'll try.
Untrained in
Sure.
religion, but I'll give it a go.
I'm not. I ain't got a shit training.
I'm not trained, but I have a cool little feat.
Um, okay.
Oh, whoops.
Did I lose everyone, or did it just get really quiet?
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Everything good?
Yeah, just reading.
All right, that was Jethro.
Okay. Just wasn't sure because everyone went quiet. And then
Yeah, sorry, I got a thing.
Considering my score, I doubt I learned anything useful.
I don't know what my score was. It's
Well-
invisible.
Well, I have a +2 to religion, so unless I rolled a nat 20, I doubt I'm going to learn anything useful.
Yeah. I got a 16, but I have no idea what I rolled, so I couldn't hero point even if I wanted to.
Oh, okay.
That didn't sound good.
Everything alright, companion?
Jethro will turn to Lavina. Did anybody mention some how do I say, symbols or anything ominous before the ship caught on fire?
Well, not really, but she seems conflicted.
And if you do happen to remember it, don't say it aloud.
Can I get an insight check since she looks conflicted?
Sure. But it has to be secret.
Jethro will do similar.
Secret?
Secret agent check.
All three of you suspect that she is anxious and hiding something.
Madam, I'm afraid you're not a very good liar. Tell us the truth, we won't be mad. You have my word.
Well, it was strange. It's not necessarily that it's before the fire, but I went and, well, I went and tried to put out the fire with Galebot's fire suppression system, and the fire just traveled along the water and tried to burn her. It scared me.
Did I notice that the fire didn't burn the rope even though it went into it? Or did only Jethro notice?
Only Jethro.
Sentient fire. That's not good.
Fire. This was a long shot, and I would have suspected it failed. Somehow, the rope I attached to the chest was not burnt. Not the slightest. It should have been, several times.
Did the ship get attacked by a fire elemental?
I.
At the
The-
very least, I know the fire is tend to be cast by a mage with some prowess. It's possible, but I'd think the elemental would be there and attack us.
I had talked with Raina about something recently, and I'm more and more convinced that whatever this fire it was came from that symbol. The symbol that I am fearful to say because of its implications.
Can you write it down without invoking its wrath, envy, jealousy?
I don't. All I can say it's the effects of it are plain to see, and I'm sure you can intuit what the symbol means from that.
Like symbol? Did I miss something?
Symbol on the chest. Sorry, I should have mentioned. Jethro points out on. It's the same one on this chest here.
Is it still there?
Yes.
So presumably the chest, the symbol started the fire?
That's my guess. And
And that
I.
means whatever's in the chest. Would it be a bad idea to light the symbol on fire again?
Yes.
Almost certainly.
Unoptimal.
Eh, I don't know. If any place is a good place to do that, here is probably the best one.
I would say that on the beach would probably be the best, but if it can set water on fire, who knows if it couldn't set sand on fire too?
There's no way to set sand on fire. It'll just melt.
There's no way to set water on fire either, but it did that.
There's plenty of ways to set water on fire.
Do we want to take that risk, or do we want to? What do we want to do?
We've already. Not we. Enough's been destroyed already tonight.
Gilbot starts making some yelping and cooing noises, prompting Lavina to check her watch. The chest seems to be made from materials found on this island.
So the chest
And
came from
either-
here.
That either means it's a warning, or it's a gift, but they did not intend for it to destroy our ship. I'm not sure. Or it's a threat.
So,
Go ahead.
Myra would arrive at the site of the crash now.
Does she have reason to leave the cover of the trees at this point?
I mean, curiosity about the chest would probably do it.
Wait a minute. Is the symbol like a language, or is it just a symbol of like a god?
It just seems to be a scale that seems to be on fire and look almost like a meteor. Not a U-deer, though.
Mm.
Don't get confused.
You know what? Out of curiosity, I'm gonna cast translate at second level.
Well, all right. So, she'll probably come over when she overhears the part about it being made of materials from the island.
Um,
You don't get anything from that, by the way. The
I figured.
translation.
presuming that Myra is no longer sneaking.
No. Because when she goes on the beach on the sand, she's no longer on her favored terrain, so she's not. She pretty much stands out like a sore thumb there.
Jethro will notice her and turn to her. Oh, Lily.
Yes.
I didn't expect to see you tonight.
Well, giant column of smoke rising. I have to make sure the jungle isn't about to burn down.
No, but something else did.
That I noticed. Your ship.
Someone wants to keep us here, it seems.
We're still working out whatever motivation wants us to be here.
So
Lily.
you have a chest made from materials coming from this island with a burning scale on it, and you think it's someone who wants to keep you here?
Either keep us here, either keep us here, it's a warning, or it's a gift that they did not intend to destroy our ship with. Do you understand the symbol at all? I'm beat.
Oh,
Religion.
me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've noticed some of the Sivari and the dragons, a very, very small number of them, have worn a similar symbol, but you don't know what it means.
Well, I don't know exactly offhand what it is, but I do know that this symbol does come from around here.
I would have assumed, but intriguing.
Well, since I anticipate you're sent for that you're on some sort of expedition, then whenever you go to meet the locals, I suppose you can try to ask around to see if anyone knows a bit more about that symbol.
Indeed.
The only thing I'll say is I've never seen it among the kitsune.
Hmm.
That's good to know.
Still, a chest that can't open with a flaming meteor on it. Shit's
Can't
weird,
open.
y'all.
Can't open is a strong word for something that came from here. Think about how many people here are naturally attuned to the plane of wood and can certainly reshape the wood as they see fit.
Well, how would I have known that?
Well, I suppose I don't know if where you come from they even know about kineticists.
I mean,
Oh,
I've
there's kineticists.
I've met them, but they're not very common in my travels.
Fair enough. It tends to be a bit of a common practice, at least for the more magically inclined, mostly because when you're surrounded by vegetation, well, it helps to be able to bend it to your will a little bit.
I know of a ship maker that employs a wood kineticist. Very useful, but I never thought of using one to make an impenetrable treasure chest.
I don't know what to expect from this chest, and anything I can think of does not bode well.
I suppose my
And-
only personal concern would be if this is what spawned the ship fire, and said fire is apparently a bit more sentient. I'd hesitate to have it brought anywhere close to the jungle itself, but I also don't know if it favors the jungle or not because I don't know much about it.
What if you
Maybe
take a piece of the jungle here to it?
You mean like a tree branch?
Yeah.
Gale,
Well, I guess the question is if it is discriminating against living and dead plant material. Although I am plant material technically.
well, if it didn't set the rope on fire, then I can't imagine it would care. But I did set the ship on fire. There. Seems selective.
Yes, the fire is oddly discriminatory.
If I had to make an assertion, it would be against anything that isn't, well, native.
Yeah, the wood that we used to make the ship definitely wasn't from here. But then again, your rope was not made from material around here either. So
Not that I know of, and I have no possible reason to assume it was.
As a point of curiosity, Myra will place a hand on the chest itself.
Chest seems exceptionally hot, even though it's been outside of the ship for quite a while, as if it retains heat. Like a potato.
Is it like burning stove hot or tolerable hot?
Burning stove hot.
Okay, she will very
Yeah,
quickly remove her hand.
You alright?
It feels like the top of a stove.
Hmm. Wonder if the only way to open it is to cool it down then, but again, that's beyond my expertise.
All I know is that I don't personally want to touch it. I'm not really a fan of wood that doesn't act like wood.
You know, if the chest is made of material from here, and if my cliches are in order, maybe the cursed artifact just wants to go back where it came from.
but it wasn't on the
We'll
ship
stop
before,
being
was
so-
it?
It wasn't.
No.
I don't know why it showed up there.
I also don't know if speaking Muon is going to help in this situation, considering it seems to be very tied to fire.
Have you seen anyone else beside us today?
I mean, I've seen plenty of people, but all of them were natives besides you.
Any natives with that symbol you mentioned that you've seen?
Uh, in the past, not today.
I mean, it's a scale. Could it be associated with the snake people that we heard about?
Well, I suppose before I indulge any further, how much do you know about this place?
We were told that there were, out of character, it was three tribes. There was the fox people, the dragon people, and the snake people, right?
Yep.
Okay. And the fox people migrated here from some other place a long time ago. The dragons just poofed here from nowhere. And the snake people are from here originally or something, if I'm remembering correctly.
1 second. My audio just got fucky.
Uh, Gale relays all of the information that he knows from the debrief to them.
Such a very wisely chosen name, given that we have Galebot.
Yeah.
I did not know that Galebot was a thing in my defense. I can change their name if it's a problem.
It probably will be at some point, yeah.
Okay, what did Gale actually respond to Mara?
Gale basically relays everything that they were given in a debrief. I will find another name for my character. I apologize. I did not realize that Gale was already taken by an NPC.
You know what? Captain Dale.
Right. Okay, so Myra would say, oh, all right, so you do know enough about the three tribes. Yes, I've only seen the symbol among the Savari and the or Ascari.
Was there anyone else that is native here that was close to the beaches today? Closest to here, or no?
I guess that would be an out of character question.
Sorry, answer that again? Or
Uh,
ask that again?
If
He's asking if there were any natives that were on the shore here today before we arrived.
You wouldn't have seen any.
she shakes her head. None that I saw. Granted, I'm not exactly someone who does full island patrols every hour or something.
Of course, I'm just puzzled how we all managed to miss them.
So you're saying that this chest was not on your ship before you arrived?
No, it seemingly arrived after we went on patrol and our crew went to make camp at a discreet location.
Ah, I see.
Speaking of which, they were supposed to meet us here. Where the hell is everyone?
One person was supposed to bring us back to camp.
And you do have one person as per Lavina.
I was just expecting more than one person. It seems foolhardy to have someone alone wandering around here, regardless of how powerful they are.
Lavina would just say, I'm not alone. I have Galebot with me.
Mhm.
Well,
She pets Galebot.
Well, I suppose we've dilly-dallied long enough. What do we do now? Do we leave the chest here and come back to it tomorrow, or
Who's to say it won't grow legs again? Because it grew legs and got on our ship.
Mm,
I say we take
Well-
it with us, but store it somewhere in our camp, relatively safe.
Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, Myra will be squinting at Lavina and then finally ask, is that an animal companion made of metal?
Lavina just scratches her head. You know, I guess that is what Lavina is. Or, sorry, fuck. Lavina just scratches her head and is like, you know, I guess that is what Galebot is. She smiles proudly.
Interesting.
I built her when I was still a teenager.
Built her. I can't say I've ever heard of anyone building their animal companions.
You know, maybe more people should try it.
Maybe. I wonder if you could build one with bamboo.
Lavina just looks at Galebot, who uh, seems to yip excitedly.
I think it's wise to bring it with us. It already burnt one of our camps down.
I don't like leaving it alone, and I don't like bringing it with us, but
And I suppose the third option then is to try and open it.
Jeff
Like I said, anybody got an axe?
shakes his
I
head slowly.
I have an arsenal bracelet that you can borrow. Alternatively, I can try and light it on fire. Maybe if it gets hot enough, it'll open, but. Or wait, it's the
I
opposite, it cools down.
Wait a minute.
I would save the violent options for a last resort.
What happens if
I
we
mean,
pour water on it?
Gale hits it with a water bomb.
Well, if one of you are fire resistant enough to push it into the ocean.
Yeah, we'll hit it with a water bomb.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me. I use quick alchemy to make a water bomb.
I think somebody here has a water skin at least too. I have a water skin. I can just pour water on it.
There, I can just name him Sailor.
Excellent.
We got a guy named Captain and a guy named Sailor.
No.
I believe in Sailor. I think that we should not be too quick to dismiss our incredible Sailor Moon.
I mean, if you ask Mara, she'll just name your character Kelp. Anyways.
This is acceptable.
So how does the water bomb interact with the chest?
The water
I
bomb
basic-
just gets it wet.
Okay. I changed their name to Kai.
Okay. That did come through.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
I'm guessing because it's just wet now that the water's steaming.
Oh geez, that did not come through for me.
I think he
the-
said now that he hit it with a water bomb, it's now steaming.
What happened when water on fire chest?
Yeah, that didn't do anything. And
Okay.
anything noticeable.
Well, worth a try.
No, that's all I got. Unless you want me to.
The water
throw
would
gun-
evaporate. Also, you're still not coming through.
Kai says, other than that, I got a crowbar.
If water did nothing, and I want to try this.
Yeah,
on
you all are
again.
picking up really hard. I think our internet's fucked for some reason.
I think Discord might just be shitting right now.
It's like, all right, it's 11 o'clock. Everyone's getting downgraded.
Yeah.
I guess I'll try using my lighter.
You know what? I bet the Stargales are super excited to try changing the region, thing that I forgot how to do.
Welcome back to
The
Bad
only region
Ideas.
that exists wherever we are.
Don't worry, guys. Bad ideas. Let's set the thing on fire. On fire. Alright, try and use the igniter on the symbol. Because I got nothing.
Gale flutters backwards about 10 feet.
Give it 15 feet, everyone.
Sprout backs the fuck up.
If this explodes, wish me luck.
I don't think luck's gonna help you if it does explode.
You know, I hear the ladies love burn scars.
No, I will be mature.
What is that supposed to?
Wouldn't you like to know, Wither Boy?
I mean, you can tell them you got it in a wrestling match with a fire elemental.
So how does my igniter go, GM?
I think they're fucking with their internet. Give them a minute.
Gordon, quit fucking with the microwave.
I was trying to find a vaguely gender neutral name that was sea themed. That was where I came up with Gale. So I guess Kai, which is a gender neutral Hawaiian name for sea warrior, will have to do.
There it is. I
What?
knew Discord was gonna do something.
Huh?
Okay, got it switched.
Well, that's what happens when you change the region.
Oh,
Everyone has to
Oh.
rejoin.
okay.
Okay, well, I have no idea if my diatribe about the name of my character came through at all. So
It did
Yeah.
come through, and that is a cool origin for the name.
All right.
Gender neutral Hawaiian name.
Oh,
Are we clear to continue, Master of the Game?
Yes. All right.
oh,
what would
master
you like?
debater.
How does using my igniter work on the chest? Essentially, I'm
It
using a
burns
lighter.
your igniter.
It burns the igniter?
My lighter, no! Is it gone or just does it not do anything?
It is in need of repair for sure.
What the bloody hell does this
Um,
thing open?
Sprout goes and finds a dead stick and returns, and then tries to hit the chest with it.
The stick just breaks.
Does it burst into
Gale,
flame?
Gale pulls out a full size crowbar from their bag. Like it's as big as he is. Or
Oh.
yeah.
Why do you can you even use that?
Watch me, fox boy.
Okay.
He
Understand it might break.
it's fine. I could get another crowbar. These things are like a dime a dozen at most hardware stores. So it's made of wood, right? Does it look like it's made of like boards? Like, could I wedge my crowbar in between two of the boards?
It does look like it's made of boards. However, there are only the tiniest of cracks. And also, you are very small.
Can I make a strength check to try to pop it anyway?
Sure.
Athletics, let's go.
May I try to aid?
That's gonna be a real toughie to aid someone that
I
small.
I clicked the here. I'm gonna re-roll using a hero point. I meant to roll that as a private roll. I don't know why I didn't. There we go. Gale like stuffs it in the tiny crack and then like literally jumps up and down on the crowbar. If I failed horribly, feel free to have something comical happen.
You try to apply as much force as you possibly can by dive bombing the crowbar, and you miss and hit the sand instead.
He's like sticking up to his waist in the sand.
I'll
Blast
pull
it
him
all.
out. I just pull him out by the tail. You want me to try?
Go for it, big guy.
Athletics, would it be athletics or just
Yeah,
Athletics.
athletics is sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the GM.
Athletics.
I'm
How
not gonna
does
lie.
assist work in this?
You roll the same check, and if you get high enough, you give them a +2 to their check.
It does not open.
Gale stuffs
The
his
crowbar breaks though.
Oh. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to find a hardware store and buy a new crowbar. Oh well.
Myra will attempt to offer a mote of vital foxfire towards the flaming scale.
It does not seem to have an effect.
So this really is tied to the other two tribes. She then just shrugs.
Do you suggest we bring it to them?
Well, certainly one option. Although if it did not come from, if this chest did not come from where you came from, then I imagine whoever left it on the ship will probably fetch it.
We could leave it here and then stake it out and see if anybody comes to retrieve it.
Well, if you're going to attempt that, I suppose I can go ask the trees if they'd be willing to offer a branch towards a slightly elevated campsite.
That would be mighty kind of them. I never spoke with a tree before.
With that, Myra will actually head back, or head a little bit back into the jungle, and she will use her tree speech to ask if any of the trees would be willing to extend branches to create a platform.
Gale follows them because they're curious about speaking with a tree.
A platform for what?
For, well, 6 people to camp on.
Well, I will say there is a campsite that is set up already.
Right next to the beach.
No.
Yeah, that's what she was. That's why she was making the ask, because they were talking about staking it out.
Leaving the chest on the beach and then watching it to see if anybody comes to get it.
So I do have a feat for this, and it would be a diplomacy roll as far as what I'm asking.
Okay. Roll diplomacy.
Fuck.
Ugh.
Get fucked, not sundew.
Right? Her least speak is not strong enough yet.
Gale tries to aid. They float up to one of the trees and put their claw on it. They're like, I've never done this before, but could you help us out? I have no idea if this is gonna work.
No, because yeah. So the thing is, when she goes to make the request, you'll hear her start speaking in a language you have never heard in your life.
That's fine. Gale still tries anyway.
Does Sprout understand?
Nope.
So it's
I
not even
checked
Sylvan.
Yeah, I checked everyone's sheets.
Not Sylvan
Damn,
Wild
that
Song,
level of
excuse me.
intrusion into their privacy.
Right? Yep. Myra is the only one who speaks Muon.
Here, I thought the NSA was bad with all of their spying.
Yeah,
Gillian's
the
having a mild
National
crash.
Stargales Administration.
Now, if Sprout has the speak with plants spell,
I didn't
He'll be
think
able
to
to-
do.
because yeah, if you had that, you would probably be able to understand her while the spell is active.
I did not have.
How far away are you? How far does this spell? Nope, never mind. I cannot help. I am sorry.
Yeah, so after the request, she'll just sigh and say, and she'll just turn to Kai and say, no, they are not not seeming very helpful today.
Hmm. Yeah, the ocean responds about the same to me half the time.
Do you actually converse with the ocean, or do you just pray?
I speak Thalassic, I believe that's the...
Yeah, I think that's the water elementals language.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know if that would communicate with the whole ocean, but definitely a water elemental.
Never mind. They
uh,
had a funny idea, but it doesn't work.
I mean, I speak the language of ocean creatures, but again, that doesn't necessarily mean the ocean gives a shit.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, in this case, I'm obviously talking directly to the trees, and they are responding in kind. Granted, sometimes they're conversational, sometimes they're very non-talkative.
I'm non-talkative today.
They just said they weren't in the mood.
Mm. Did they know if anybody came through here that was not a kitsune?
I suppose I can try asking. I guess I'll roll a second diplomacy roll to see if she can ask about some people coming through.
I don't think that clears the bar.
Well, it is technically at your discretion, so.
Lavina would offer up. Perhaps it might be wiser to see what other people know about this chest as opposed to just seeing who comes for it when when we don't know what to expect is coming for us.
That was my initial idea. I mean, I can certainly show you to. Well, no, I would need to get in contact with them first. If they are willing to accept you, I can get you an audience with the Savari.
While this is going on, Sprout is going to attempt to make like a somewhat detailed sketch of the chest.
Roll crafting.
My
Yeah,
ear.
I'm gonna try and give the chest a look over as well, see if there's something that we missed. If that's good.
Go for it. I'll say your sketches captures the likeness of the chest. It's a very flattering depiction of the chest.
It's okay. Thanks. Symbol and all.
Look, it is proud to be depicted this way.
The chest
Drawing this
cools
chest
off
like a
slightly.
French girl. Or does it heat up even more?
Do not seduce
Oh
the
no,
chest.
are we going to get another
I've gotta stop fucking inanimate objects.
another seeker at the door situation?
Oh, no.
Look, this Seeker did that with doors, but this time my character knows the wood language.
God.
The
If I
chest grows an extra bump.
If I do make a metal kineticist, I don't want to make it fucking metal.
Wait, I thought the whole point of robots was to fuck them.
What I'm saying!
I said metal, not robots.
What
Robots
are
are made
robots
of
made
metal.
out of?
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, if I ever make a Leshy Wood kineticist, I'm definitely going tentacle monster on somebody at some point.
Oh my god.
Wild. Any luck with my
We're
perception
getting-
check? We might not
Yeah.
find anything.
Yeah, I was
You
like, we're gonna
do
get into
not
some different
notice
territory.
anything different about the chest. It seems very almost suspiciously unordinary or suspiciously ordinary.
Suspiciously unordinary. That's
Suspiciously.
like that's the opposite of whatever an oxymoron is.
You're an oxymoron.
Why would you call me this?
Anyways, I would say, well, how about for now? Although I'm not touching that chest to try to drag it there. You guys lead me to your campsite, and then I will go from there to speak with the Savari to see if anyone would be willing to meet with you.
Reasonable compromise.
Well, now that I have a sketch of the chest, we'll be able to show it to whoever.
What are you gonna tell them? Divine fire chest comes from the sky, destroys the ship of an invader.
We're not invading.
I'm not saying that's what we are. I'm just asking what you're going to tell them.
Well, if we're going to inquire about this chest and if it randomly goes missing, we have a likeness of it.
Did I
Anyway,
lose
Lily,
everyone?
that would be very appreciated.
Well, for now, lead me to where you decide to set up camp, because that would save me the time of having to hunt it down myself, even if it's not that hard to find them.
Forgive me. What I meant to say was, why would the Savari grant us an audience?
Well, you're complete strangers, for one thing. But also, since this particular symbol is one that I have seen among the Savari, that would be probably one of the best places to get a lead.
I mean, it never hurts to ask. The worst thing they could say is no. Go pound rocks or something.
No, the worst they'll do is show us what happened to the last crew.
We
They're
don't
not a
know for sure that they attacked the last crew.
We don't
So
know that, but we also don't know what this chest is doing here. And we don't know what it means to them, and we don't know how much any of these people tolerate outsiders.
Well, right now, you haven't exactly done any damage to the jungle, so you have that going for you.
And we're not going to find out by not asking.
I mean, our mission here was to make contact with the tribes and try to make friends with them.
we
So,
don't. We're short on options. We might as well check.
and also
If
we're
they-
stuck here now since we don't have a boat to get home on.
Yeah, admittedly, you having no escape options definitely would make it easier to get negotiations going. Because naturally, you have every reason to play nice.
I'm probably the only one that can make the swim back, and it'd take me months.
It also means we're on the back foot as far as negotiations go.
You would be on the back foot either way, you're the foreigners.
Let's head to camp. There's nothing more we can do here.
Before we all go off to camp, Sprout's gonna go back over to Lavina and Galebot and softly say,
I'm sorry.
Wait, which camp? Camp
our
camp?
camp.
Yeah.
Yep, camp.
Levita would be going with you, guiding you there.
Well, no, they were saying sorry about the boat blowing up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Before we start
Kyle-
heading off to camp, Sprout's gonna go over to Lavina and Galebot and say, I'm sorry.
Lavina nods. We worked for months on that.
'Twas a fine
Right.
vessel. Oh, sorry.
It helps to know that it carried you all on a necessary mission.
That actually stirs a change in Mara's expression, because she hadn't actually heard Lavina say that earlier. She'll say, oh, well, definitely sorry to hear your art project got destroyed.
She
'Twas a fine
nods.
vessel. It's a shame that it went down in such a seaworthy way.
The Savari make very incredible artwork. So I certainly have a soft spot for people who would dedicate to themselves to such a thing.
Galebot just jumps in Lavina's backpack, their head popping over Lavina's shoulders.
What does Galebot look like? Are they like an R2D2 style bot or like
Hello, show the art.
Do I still have it?
It
Also,
helps you
Sunny
might
would
be on
definitely be
camera.
having a moment with Galebot.
And just how sentient is Galebot? Are they like an actual animal companion, or
Oh, good lord, where is
Are you
it?
asking in character or out of character?
out of character?
You can
Kai
only
would.
get an answer in character, unfortunately.
Um, okay, wait. Quick question: is it the purple or the green one that we use for Galebot?
The green one.
Okay.
The one Paolo made.
Do I still have it?
Oh, how could you not have it?
Did it get lost in the salt? Well, I think I made it on a different device is the
Oh,
problem.
There,
okay.
I sent the
The
character artwork.
Okay, thank you.
Kai would definitely have some reverence for this very well crafted approximation of a dragon.
I think that was on my old device that got exploded. Not literally, but like it's dead.
Does Kai see the robot acting with any sort of emotion?
Yes.
I don't mean to be rude with this question, but I've never seen a construct with emotions before. Is that thing sentient?
Of course Galebot's sentient. Galebot is one of the most loving creatures ever to exist.
First time we met, she nearly killed me.
She can be really playful.
Yeah, once you get to know her.
Oh, I mean, she can be playful even when you don't know her. It just gets a bit rough sometimes.
Myra
Aha!
will
I
then.
found the art file.
Hey, Myra will ask. Actually, I suppose since Galebot is made of metal, do they still like pets?
Yes.
Myra will go over and pet Galebot.
Wait,
Galebot poos and purrs.
how big is Galebot?
Galebot is about 4-ish feet long.
Oh, so it's bigger than Kai.
Yeah, like 3 feet high.
Basically, like fox-sized.
He could ride that thing like a horse. Not that he would, but anyway.
Galebot here would also blend in well with the jungle. Did you come from a jungle yourself?
Galebot chirps and coos, which Slovenia translates to, well, it's probably the closest that anything on the continent comes to a jungle, so kinda, yeah.
Oh, you don't have any jungles at all on your continent.
Well, I heard this story a long time ago that there used to be a giant jungle, that, like, covered half of it. But otherwise, she thinks for a moment. Yeah, I don't know what really happened with all that.
I'll admit I can't even imagine what such a continent would look like, as most I've seen is pictures in books.
It's
Good
an
lord, this is
amazing place.
Wait, y'all have pictures in books of the continent?
Well, not your continent. Well, maybe. But no, just in general, like pictures of biomes. So, obviously I've seen what pinewood forests look like, I've seen what deserts look like, stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I've never seen any of those places in person.
So, as you um sorry, as you make your way over to the campsite, you would notice sorry, all of you would notice a green furred kitsune seeming to be in an argument with Watts.
One of your relatives, Lily?
Well, yeah, I was going to ask out of character, does Myra know them?
So, Myra would know them as Ironside.
Ironside?
Ironside.
Myra would stop a short bit away and say, "Ah, I see that you've already found a different welcoming party."
They
The
don't
party
seem
would
as polite as you.
the party would notice that either they have entirely replaced their arm with some kind of very lifelike prosthetic that even imitates fur, or they're wearing some kind of mechanical device over their arm. It's hard to tell from this distance.
Um, Gubane will approach. Excuse me, is everything all right?
Oh, and I guess was one other question. Does Myra get along with Ironside?
No,
Okay.
they
Uh,
seem to be very argumentative and talk a lot about things like honor.
okay. Well, there is one thing then. As the party approaches, if anyone looks around, they would see that Myra seems to have vanished.
Also, everyone in the party roll, besides Myra, can roll perception. There we go.
Is this against something that's
Secret
hidden?
perception. Yeah.
The flesh dice. The flesh dice.
Okay, you don't see it. You're fine. At least you think that.
Is everything all right? Good, madam.
Ironside stirs daggers. How many people did you bring to our island? Twitch Watts says. Twitch Watts just replies, that would be classified, and you do not need to know.
I guess Gubane will step between them. Is there a problem here?
Yes, you do not belong here. I don't know where you people come from or why you people are here, but we are just fine on our own. Thank you very much. You should leave.
Well,
Unfortunately, our vessel was recently destroyed. Though, judging by you seemingly wanting us to leave, you didn't have anything to do with that.
Do you think I just go around destroying works of art? No.
No, I don't think so.
I'm afraid we are
Gale,
unable to leave, and even if we wanted to.
I take it that previous groups here have not been as respectful to the forest as you wish.
I don't care about how respectful you are to the jungle. This is our territory. It's our ancestral homeland, and we don't need an entire new tribe or whatever the fuck you guys want to be popping up and just infesting our home.
If it is any consolation, there are no plans or intentions to settle here.
We merely seek to extend diplomatic relations from our continent to your homeland. Mutual trade and all that.
Or at the very least, acknowledgement of existence and peace between. Unfortunately, the problem still remains that we cannot leave. Our ship has been destroyed.
Well, then you should commission a new one.
From who could we commission a new ship from?
Well, the dragons, they typically. They tend to be the ones most accepting of outsiders
And
to a disgusting degree.
what
Fair
payment
enough.
would the
Would you
dragons accept?
I don't know, some quest or another. They're always doing some random ass adventuring bullshit.
would you at least grant us passage through your land to get to the dragons?
Passage through our land. No, our land is, well, farther away, our territory. Not that I would tell you where.
So we do not need to
So
enter your
wait,
territory
you-
to reach the dragons.
Okay. So Gale immediately at this. So wait, you came here to yell at us for being on land that doesn't even belong to you?
Gale,
Well,
shut up.
this is our island. Not our island is not the same as our settlement.
I apologize for his impudence. We will do our best not to cause any issues. Unfortunately, as you can tell, things have gone awry, and we will not bother you as much as we possibly can. We sincerely apologize for any trespasses so far. Hopefully, we can make amends.
One of the Savari, the lore keeper, might be able to get you an audience with the dragons capable of shipbuilding. They have some of the best shipwrights on the Isle.
Well, I suppose the next question that's obvious is, do you know what happened to a previous group that arrived on this island?
There hasn't been another group arriving in this island for hundreds of years.
How recently did the group go missing? That we know of.
Arthur just gives Sprout a look and mutters, "We'll talk about that later."
I believe that was an out of character question.
Yes, because I assume Sprout would know.
Oh, okay. Actually, you weren't told.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, the fast talking queen did not ever seem to mention it, and other details got you. The other details, like the description of how amazing the jungle was, made you forget to ask.
Sprout, so as Ironside says, was this the lore keeper saying this?
No.
Okay, as Ironside says this, Sprout, about the hundreds of years ago, Sprout slowly turns and stares at Watts.
Gubane will flash a look at Watts like, are you sure? Is there something you neglected? Hmm.
Now is not
Hundreds.
now is not the time to be discussing that, Watts says, looking at Ironside.
You
Sprout
seem to know
sighs and
more
turns
about
back
it
to
than
Ironside.
us.
We are sorry for antagonizing you and for invading your home. We would appreciate being granted an audience with the dragons, as that will expedite us leaving your land.
They think for a moment. Very well. The Savari that you're looking for is named Cladis. They tend to operate on the outskirts of the encampment of the Nagashi.
Would you happen to have a map so we can find our way there? If that is not a terrible ask of you.
They reach into their pouch, grabbing a map of the island, marking and making a mark, presumably where you are, and circling another area.
Thank you. How much would you like for the map? Feels on the right to repay you.
I will be content if you never try to come across our settlement. We have other matters to be attending to right now.
Of course, we will do our best not to bother you unless absolutely necessary.
Gale
And
is just staring daggers at this person now.
Gubain kind of just like occasionally like flashes a look at him. He does like the hand across the throat thing, like don't do it.
Oh, Gale is not going to do anything, but Gale has decided they don't like. I'm sorry, Kai has decided that they do not like this person and they are staring daggers at them.
Is there anything else you'd be willing to tell us, friend?
There are. No, I think you'll be fine.
Very well. If you wish to stay the night, I'm certain accommodations can be made for you.
We will verbally trouble you no longer. I'm sure you're very busy.
Very well. They walk away. Seemingly still disgruntled.
As they walk away,
Sprout
Gubain is
sighs the sigh of a customer service employee.
Gubain is going to look to the captain, or I guess he is the captain, yeah. When I set up the yurt, we're all going to go inside and have a nice little chat about details neglected.
Watts sighs, and as the kitsune is now out of earshot, or so they believe, they simply say, listen, our queen has existed at different points in our history and has
Wait.
lived a particularly long life.
She
shall we
sent us
say.
looking for people who disappeared hundreds of years ago?
Let's talk about this in a more secure location. Gods know who else is listening, as I will take some time to set up the yurt.
He
There's
takes you to Watts takes you to a particularly large tent, and you notice that all of the sounds from the outside seem to disappear once you're in.
Gale
There's no.
flutters
Sorry.
down onto a table somewhere. It just rubs his forehead, muttering something about should have gone to jail instead of this bullshit.
There's no easy reasoning with people like that.
I understand if the queen has had a long life. Not telling us the details, the people we're looking for are almost assuredly dead, and that we need to look for their ancestors, if there are any, is another detail entirely.
We're not looking for their ancestors either, though. We're actually looking for the thing they were looking for.
And what, pray tell, would that be?
Look, this is highly classified information, and I'm going to be giving you the benefit of the doubt since she chose you. But I will expect complete silence on this.
Yeah, whatever. We're already stuck here. Who are we gonna tell? The fucking trees? They didn't want to talk to us either.
And if
As
you
long
want
as
my support in this, I expect transparency so that I know that I'm not going to be involved with some matter that is going to danger this place and their people.
The Queen is engaged in a bet, shall we say, with a certain deity over the future of the kingdom and its ability to exist and prosper. The deity in question is said to have originated in this very jungle, and we're here for answers on that particular subject. As well, it is said that this is the first island that existed upon our planet.
Okay,
There are
I'm
a lot of
summoning.
strange mysteries and rumors we seek to investigate.
So, allow me to get this straight. We're here to get answers on a bet our queen made hundreds of years ago with a god.
Yes, it's still ongoing. The goddess is very patient.
And the queen decided to not share the details on this bet, I'm assuming.
She doesn't want anyone on the mainland to know about it until the bet has actually been settled.
Gale rubs his forehead. I'm seriously considering just trying to swim back at this point.
Do not, you're stuck here with us. Great. Did she give any hints as to what we're looking for, or are we going in blind?
Well, Watts seems to debate internally as to whether they want to say more.
You might as well tell us everything. It's not exactly like we're inclined to be talkative with people who are very adamant about us not being here. And they can't exactly do our jobs if we don't know everything.
Do you understand what a prototype is?
Yes, it is an early version of something being tested. Like my patience, for example.
So what if this world had its own prototype? An original, if you will.
That's what she thinks the island is. That's my guess.
No.
No.
It's a bit more complex. You see, there exists a place that few know about, which was, shall we say, the rough draft for this world. This place came from somewhere known as Creation's Forge, and that is where the goddess in question, the prototype at the very least, that is where she comes from. It is said that a seed was brought over from this place, forged from this place connected to the forge, and grows upon this very island.
The seed of this world, like the origin of the world, was made in this forge and then planted here.
No. The seed, well, potentially at least. The jungle comes from the seed. All these trees are offshoots of offshoots of offshoots. But that was the first tree ever planted here.
What did our native friends say about the mother tree? That it's the heart of the jungle?
It wouldn't shock me if there's some mythos about it that exists here as well.
Well, I
No,
mean, a tree as old as the world, I would assume, would definitely be something that would spawn myths and legends.
at least
Yes,
we have something to go off of.
it would be the first tree ever grown in this world.
Probably insanely magical.
Which explains why the Guardians can't even get close to it.
Second of all, we may have lied about one particular detail.
How many other lies have I been told by the Queen? Just spill it.
About 15, but none of those are important right now.
Later.
You're as nonchalant about this as I am about lying on my resume about my seafaring experience.
When you're in the military, you deal with lies all the time, but at this rate, I'm trying to avoid losing it, so just spill it already. Please.
Lavina reaches into her bag and places a book cover or sorry. Why am I having trouble thinking about what the outermost part of a book is?
The sleeve, the dust cover.
Right. The desk cover. What looks like the desk cover of a book.
Binding.
Thank you. The desk cover and binding of a book. There we go. But one that seems to be mostly devoid of any pages. I was brought on this mission because I invented a special type of holding device meant to translate untranslated journals. It was a special commission by her. More importantly, though, a survivor managed to be retrieved. Neither of us are sure how, but they brought a single page of a journal. It was what they managed to say before they ended up passing away. Said that the journal revealed secrets about someone attempting to steal the power of the tree and ascend. given that this was our researcher, it seems very credible what she's claiming. So part of the objective here is to gather the pages of the journal in the hopes that it guides us to the tree. Or if it does not guide us towards the tree, because unfortunately we don't know what all is in the journal, it very likely will guide us to whoever wrote it.
Yeah, well, at least we know what we're looking for now.
And how were we supposed to figure this all out if no one was planning to tell us what we were actually looking for here?
I think
Captain
we're
Watts speaks up. We had every intention of telling you as things developed, just not all at once.
Well,
I
things have definitely developed.
we're brought
I
on
knew
as
this.
muscle.
I knew this job was too good to be true.
Really, the expedition across the world to an unknown continent, looking
You
for survivors,
know,
was a little too good to be true.
Hey,
You don't
I
know
came
what
here to
deal I took.
survey the ecosystem.
well, if it is enticing at all, it is said that a dragon who grants wishes dwells upon this island, that they are one of the protectors of the tree.
Hmm. I've heard plenty of seafarers' tales about creatures that grant wishes. Usually, those wishes come at a cost.
It's a benevolent creature.
Well, if that's the case, then perhaps they can provide us answers if we get an audience with them, but at this point, there's nothing more we can do besides rest and then hopefully meet with the locals and their trust, and they can help us. If anyone
Well,
else has an idea.
if you would be so kind as to try, and I know this is an extra request and not part of your contract, but to bring me those journal pages. This is Lavina talking. I would be glad to help you pour over and decipher them, if I can.
We'll see what we can do.
Journal pages for what again?
The pages of the person who was trying to steal the power of the tree.
Hmm.
For some reason, though they had amassed a bunch of journal pages, they lost all but the first when they were retrieved. So they're scattered throughout the island, and no one quite knows how. It's one of several mysteries that we're looking into.
Pray tell, how long ago were they retrieved?
Um, about 600 years ago.
Is there even a chance the pages are still not around? They would have rotted, certainly.
They
Unless it's
did say
magic
this was some
paper.
sort of magical journal, I think. So usually things like that don't decay the same way that normal goods do.
The pages seem to have some sort of regenerative property. Someone accidentally got one way too close to fire, and it just, well, it burnt to a crisp, and then it was back. Good as new. Perfectly
Yeah.
legible.
Suppose one more question. Do we know if there's any groups that are explicitly hostile on this island to us?
Well, we're not entirely certain, but that Kitsune Ironside probably does not work alone. Though, how deeply influential their companions are, that is a question.
Well, the other kitsune we met in the jungle didn't seem to like them very much. As soon as they saw them, they bolted.
Yeah.
I would be very, very wary around the jungle. There was a place where a number of trees had been cut down.
By who?
Unclear.
Uh, the kitsune we spoke with said that this jungle is prone to fight back if you disrespect it.
Yes, we've noticed that, which makes it very questionable how someone managed to cut down hundreds of trees without any retribution.
Entrance?
That's awful.
Perhaps we're not the only expedition here. We'll have to be on our guard.
I mean, it could have been somebody that's from this place. If anybody would know how to cut down trees without getting the ire of whatever sentient jungle life is out there, it would probably be someone who's lived here their whole life and figured it out.
True. At any rate, I think we should rest on this.
Mm,
There's nothing more we can do tonight.
Well, I do have one thing to offer, Watts would say. We will be making sure to trade with the locals and develop certain technologies. So, if your efforts prove fruitful and useful to us, we'll make sure that there's an extra allotment of our resources to fund your expedition.
Thank you.
the generosity is overwhelming.
We're in this together.
Narrow squint.
Listen, it's inappropriate in any friendship to just share everything about yourself and everything that you know. Boundaries are important to a healthy relationship.
Unfortunately, you misunderstand. This is not a friendship. This is a business transaction. If we
When I
become
say
friends, then
relationship, I mean any relationship, whether it's in business, friends, or something more intimate. Boundaries are essential.
very well. I'm going to rest up for the night. I recommend all of us do the same.
I promise you, though we've hidden much from you, we are in this together and do fully intend to cooperate on most aspects of your expedition.
In his head, Gubane thinks, until we're no longer of use to you, my bet is. And then,
Yeah, no, Gale is or Kai is thinking the same thing. Just like, yeah, this is bullshit, but whatever.
and Gubane will leave. Discord, you okay, buddy?
So, if the party leaves the camp, they have every reason to believe that their newfound friend will try to find them again.
Mm-hmm. Um,
Just saying.
Yeah. I would assume that a party member would be a party member.
Well, there's the in-character question. Did that come over?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just said that's
good.
the in-character question, and that was it.
Here's minor technical difficulties.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I think Discord's having a stroke because the time has stopped.
Oh.
Well, it is 10:15, so we can turn in for the night.
Okay.
Turn into what? That's up to you.
Oh,
Careful
can
we
I?
don't become a jar.
I'm gonna send you a DM
What?
about my
Why do you want
characters.
to be careful that you don't become a char? Be careful that you do.
Don't put him in the jar. Don't do it. No.
I think somebody wants to send to a DM. Sorry to interrupt.
I'm gonna send you a DM about my about what I want my character's backstory to be. You don't need to answer it immediately.
Okay. Hello, become a char.
I don't want to become a jar.
No, a char. I thought you said
Okay,
char.
I'll do that. No, I said a
Okay.
jar.
Well, as long
Make
as we
this-
understand that you want to be a char, we're okay.
I'm totally down for being a char.
I've had enough
Good.
mods turn this man into Charmander.
Today I learned that an artist we follow as Charizard is their Soda, and I'm just thinking, I'm so sorry that you're mid.
What is the optimal Pokesona?
Oh, right on.
Fair enough.
It's so cute.
My character is going to be very suspicious of our new boss.
Fair enough. Sprout doesn't really like them either.
They lied to us.
Anyway, I'm gonna head out. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, good night.
Goodbye.
You know, I'm just glad that you all have come to accept that I'm going to be throwing a CR20 monster at you next time. Thank you for understanding.
My time has come.
My
I
time
become
has
the
come.
dog that's looking at the sunset, the chocolate lab, just my eyes closed. My time
Wait a
has
second.
come.
This one might not be an empty threat. I just had to edit the art for such a thing.
Oh.
Anyways.
No, it's well within acceptable boundaries.
I'm going to explode now. Goodbye.
No. Soap! To the juju on the fucking beat, Soap!